Two men who both want to lead over 200 million Nigerians. I mean, two chances back to back to stand in front of the people and speak directly to them. And twice now, guess what happened? Both of them choose not to show up. But surprisingly, people have now joined hands in attacking Atiku Abubakar since President Bola Ahmed Tinubu also failed to show up for a public debate. Remember, some days ago, both Tinubu and Atiku were absent from a debate and had to be represented instead. Now, at the NBA conference, another public debate happened, and once again, both Tinubu and Atiku didn't show. And this has sparked serious reactions if the people asking to lead you are already hiding from you before they even won. Will they care once they are in power? Now, some are even saying maybe both men are scared, that is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Atiku are scared, and they are using this time to study the other opposition candidates instead. But I want to say this, because even if that is true on Atiku's side, can we honestly say the same about Tinubu? Is he also afraid of losing? And maybe that is why he is keeping his distance from public spaces too. Because if you are truly confident in yourself, showing up shouldn't be a problem. Now, during the debate itself, there was a heated argument among the candidates who did attend, mostly around first subsidy. But everything played out, and one man had something important to say. Listen to this.
Anybody that doesn't come for presidential debate, when you vote them in, they will not take you seriously. I'm brutally honest. People can go ahead and defend them all they want. It's not today people have been defending evil in Nigeria. The people that defend evil yesterday, how is their life better today? Your guess is as good as mine. So those that didn't attend these first presidential debates, as far as I'm concerned, that didn't deem it fit to come for this first presidential debate, they will not take you seriously if they have voted in. It's pure and simple. Second point, I'm happy that they are debating subsidy. The problem, like I've always said, I have with Atiku Abubakar, subsidy removal plan, is that he has not shown workings. Yesterday, I talked about mathematical modeling. Yeah. There must be a modeling. You can't say if petrol is $40 per barrel, you will subsidize. It will not make sense. There must be a modeling threshold for it. But the production subsidy that he talked about, there's nothing bad. Every nation do it in the world. So for Atiku Abubakar, that has not released the model, let me give him one model today. The first model I'm going to give him, over the 1 week, I'm going to be giving different models of how they do subsidy. The first model I'm going to give is the UAE model. In 2015, United Arab Emirates will remove subsidy. But you know what they did? They introduced something called an inflation allowance scheme, eligible to UAE nationals that earn under 25,000 dirhams. There's a fuel allowance tier that says that if Special 95, that's a high-grade, high-octane oil, is between 2.10 and 2.85 liters, they will give such family or such person 300 dirhams as subsidy to buy it. If Special 25 goes to 3.60 liters, they will give such person 600 dirhams extra. If it goes up to 3.61 liters, they will give, if per liter for dirham, they will give such household 900 monthly. This might be a plan they might have in the offing, but I can quickly tell you that they will quickly scam this plan in Nigeria. Because the people that will be the one to share the money, they will be collecting the money, and they will, how can you even account for the poor? Because they can't even tell you the data they have. So a plan like this, maybe UAE might be too advanced for Nigeria. But a production subsidy is not a big deal, like Atiku Abubakar said. In fact, I put it to you that the first story we read today, the reason why those FIDs coming is because there's a production subsidy, the deep offshore, what is it called, scheme, that they are now saying is bringing a lot of investment in. They're talking about Bonga, reaching the first pre-feed engineering drawings, and they have had addendum, and they are going straight now. If they pass in the second process, then they will now be reaching FID. It's a subsidy on production. Because they said, in part of the President Tinubu's outline, he said if they can make production in the deep field, he can give up to $11 per barrel tax breaks on that production. That's a form of subsidy. So what's the difference between what Atiku Abubakar is saying and what President Tinubu is doing to incentivize, what's it called? So when people tell you subsidy gone, there's subsidy everywhere. I'm sure that's why my friend Abrona Donadiuk is saying it's a scam. There's subsidy. The 34 trillion that they used to subsidize import waivers for, is that not a form of subsidy? Is it not even more than what subsidy you are paying on petrol? Is it not more than subsidy you are paying on petrol? So that foregone revenue of 34 trillion, which will have added to revenue too. So there's a form of subsidy. Let's stop deceiving us. Every nation in the world, America, in tax breaks and waivers for production subsidy they do, it's about $35 billion. Just to be able to cushion. Because you see, like the Bible says, Dr. Abati, you're a pastor, there must be the poor among us, Abi. Didn't the Bible say that?
The poor shall inherit their house.
So there must always be poor people among us. Let's not deceive ourselves. But the true test of a nation is how the nation treats its weakest link. But you see, the problem here, and I get your response in that debate, is that they are subsidizing the rich. A lot of the rich is the only governors. What about the crony capitalists? I said yesterday, your people have private ports in this country. What are you saying? What is the private ports in this country? What are you saying? Let's not just go there. So they carry things into this country. They get subventions. They get import licensing. They get everything. So heavily subsidized. All the so-called big men in this country. If I open the keke of the contracts they are getting in subsidies from government here and there, the country will not. But what can you do to them? That's how did Nigeria build this elite class? You think it's through hard work? Nigerian elite class should come out, those that call themselves the super billionaires, and come out and tell us that they never got one government subvention in their entire lives. They should come out. They should come out and tell me, yes, sitting here today, that they have never gotten one government subvention or form of subsidy in their entire lives. They should come and tell it to me. How do we build the elite class, the super rich, the bourgeoisie rich, the old money? How do we build it? It's all government subsidy. Let's stop deceiving ourselves of the private jet. All government subsidy. But what we are saying now is that how will it trickle down? So it's the trickle down effect we are looking for here. And that's why people are muting ideas of production subsidy. Some are saying direct conditional cash transfer. But till tomorrow, people that EFCC hold in humanitarian departments, now we have not concluded the case. All of a sudden, they found their way into the, what's it called? What you get? Even their DG in the APC Presidential Council, maybe return money to EFCC. Their DG bought a company for 1 trillion in this country. Nobody, even SEC said it was the deal of the year. Nobody came to ask, how did a politically exposed person buy 1 trillion worth of company? They were all shouting, Kumbaya, Eyege, Kumbaya, Eyege. Where did he get the money from? How many factories does he have to his name before now?
Okay.
So let's stop deceiving ourselves. And like I said before, let me just reiterate before we go. Those that didn't come to these debates, they will never treat Nigeria as them Donald Duke that came there. The people that are there that didn't come are not better than the Donald Duke. President Tinubu and Donald Duke were both in the same class of 99 as governors. But he came there. The Atiku Abubakar that didn't come there, he was vice president, yes. Donald Duke was governor in this country. Showore has run business. You can't call anybody there a low-grade people that are on that debate.
As long as you present
yourself forward. So why didn't the others come? Be dragging their ear now to come. Because when they get there, they will not take it seriously.
Notice what Rufai didn't do there. He didn't just criticize the absence. He connected it directly to accountability, because if you can't explain your own subsidy numbers to the people in the room, how do you explain them to the country once you are in power? So here is my honest question for you. If a candidate skips the room where hard questions get asked, twice, what does that tell you about how they will treat you once they are the one holding power? Drop your honest take below. Do you think this is fear, strategy, or something else entirely? I honestly want to know what you have to say about it. 2 chances to stand in front of Nigerians directly, 2 absences, and in the room they both avoided real questions about fuel subsidy, about who actually benefit from this politics, got asked anyway, just without them there to answer. Whether it is fear or strategy, I guess we will find out soon. No bias, just the facts, and make sure you like and share this video.